Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
I mean, if you knew I was dead, Isaac, did you think I would forgive you?
Get out of my head. You're not Nicole!
Like a diamond.
Hello YouTube, this is DK TARDIS and you're here for another video review. This time I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. This time I'm going to be reviewing this guy. This is the NECA Player Select Dead Space 2 Isaac Clarke figure. As you can see by the packaging, it says Dead Space 2 up there. It is, I have opened it, but I'll put the figure back in there just so you can see what it looks like inside the packaging. There's a nice picture of Isaac Clarke there. Yeah, I'll just bring this closer. This figure is actually for ages 17 and up. Now we've got warning choking hazards. It says they're small parts not for children under 3 years, which is a bit ridiculous because it says clearly they're ages 17 and up. So you're not going to give it to a 3-year-old. Anyway, you've got product development Randy Flack. Sculpt is Ray Santoleri. I think I said that right. I do apologise if I haven't. Carl Windratz. Now you just turn it on the bottom. You've got the rest of the. You've got Paint John Wardle, Jeffrey Trapp. Fabrication is Jeff Richards, Brad Huskins. Prototypes Adam Smith. Photography Stephen Mazurak. Packaging is James Sinerco. We've got the Player Select there by NECA. I do actually apologise. It's got a special thanks to Ian Milham. I do apologise if I have said those names wrong. I do get them wrong every now and again. Right. Turn around, you've got another really nice picture of Isaac there. Turn around to the back, you can see it says Dead Space 2, Visceral Games, EA, a nice picture of Isaac. Down the bottom it says exactly the same thing it does on the front. LED light, mask and rig, illuminate and glow, over 20 points of articulation, plasma cutter accessory. Picture next to it is of Isaac shooting a slasher, which coincidentally is the next figure in the line. In fact, it's the only other figure in the line. You got a bit of background info here on Isaac, and you actually do have here some unitology language writing, which I can't give you the exact translation now, but I will pop it in somewhere here and I'll tell you exactly what it says. Right, this bit says on here, you can read along with me if you so wish, or you can just let me read it. I'm going to read it anyway. 3 years ago, CEC engineer Isaac Clarke barely survived a virulent outbreak aboard the USG Ishimura that twisted the dead into mindless killing machines. Now it's happening again, this time on a metropolis orbiting Saturn known as the Sprawl. Isaac fights to survive as his mind deteriorates and the space station descends into madness and chaos. Doesn't it sound a nice place to go on holiday? Right, let's get this guy opened up. Well, it's already open. Let's get him out of the packaging and see what he's actually like. Okay, here he's opened up and out of his packaging. Now, as you can see, the figure is pretty good. Let's just focus. There we go. It says it does have 20 points of articulation, and it does, which I'm going to get to in a minute. First of all, I just want to show you the actual sculpt of the figure, and if you look, it is absolute. Pull it back there. It is absolutely fantastic. It looks exactly like the character in the game. They have done an amazing job. You even get blood splatters. Let's see, a nice one on the shoulder there. Hand completely covered in it there, look. If I can zoom in on that. Yeah, that's the head sculpt. Again, it is brilliant. It is a brilliant sculpted head. Even to the back of the figure, it is just brilliant. You got the feet. Even to underneath, as you can see there, brilliant. But articulation wise, it does have 20 points of articulation. So you've got the head can rotate. It can't look up and down, but it can look left and right. His arms can move in and out like that and rotate 360. He's got an elbow joint and he does rotate at the elbow. He's got wrist articulation as well, and both his legs do go forward and back. He rotates at the thigh, but it looks stupid. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. Bends at the knee and also rotates at the knee as well, and you have a little tiny bit of articulation in the ankles as well. He also has waist articulation for the most part, but again it just makes the figure break up. That's the only thing. Yes, the only thing wrong with this figure is the fact that yes, it is highly poseable, and yes, it does do well standing up on its own. It doesn't need a display stand. It should have come with one, in my opinion, because the slasher figure does come with a display stand, but other than that, it is just a gorgeous figure to have. It does come with a, as it said on the packaging, a little gimmick. Now if you press this button here, this little at the top of the rig, if you press that, his helmet does light up, and so does his rig. It is very bright. Might be a bit too bright. Let me see if I can just, there we go. Just turned one of my lights off just so you can see how good that light really is. Put it back on. It does come with the plasma cutter, which is here. Now it does do the alt firing mode. This too is highly detailed. It is just one of the, it's just amazing figure. It can only fit in his right hand though. Let's just put it in there to show you. Oh, it's very tough getting it in, but it does, once it's in, it does stay in pretty well. As you can see, what I did turn his hand, it's got that bit in the game where you can see where you need to go. You can, as I say, you can get it in some pretty good poses. There he goes, as if he's going to shoot in necromorphs all day. Now, would I recommend this figure? Yes, I would, especially if you are a fan of Dead Space. I sadly haven't got the Dead Space 1 Isaac Clarke to compare it to, but you know, it is fantastic. It is a fantastic figure. I do highly recommend it. I give it a 9 out of 10. Would have been 10 out of 10. It's just for the fact that some of the articulation is just stupid. It's over articulated in my opinion, but it is still a really nice figure and I do love it. This has been DK TARDIS, and thank you all for watching.